Hello, this is Vic. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for viewing my videos. Today I'm in the beautiful city of London and I'm in a very special place, one of my most favorite places to come to whenever I'm in London, and this is the British Museum. In this particular documentary we're going to visit a very exclusive exhibit. It is a very small display. I mean, if you blink your eyes you're gonna miss it. And it is a display where they exhibit the jewels of the imperial family of the Byzantine Empire from Constantinople in the 4th and 5th century AD. It is really a shame because this display and this exhibit deserves a much larger space, and very few people really stop to watch and to admire these beautiful jewels. This is Vic. Enjoy what's coming up, a tour of the imperial jewels from the Byzantine Empire. These are the jewels that Empress Theodora wore in court. Believe it or not, that they are here in London. Enjoy what's coming up. Let's go for a tour. And here are two very precious pieces of jewelry, again around 5th century AD. The one on the left is a pendant worn by Empress Theodora, and it has a central amethyst surrounded by very small pearls. Now we know this is from the Empress because the same exact pendant appears in a mosaic of the Empress in Ravenna in Italy. And the item on the right is a precious golden cross inscribed with words from the New Testament, quite possibly belonging to the imperial family as well. And here is a closer look of the pendant worn by Empress Theodora. You can see the amethyst in the center. You can see the small pearls around it, and 7 precious stones as well around the whole pendant. So you can imagine this hanging around the neck of Theodora with a golden chain. Beautiful. And here's an incredibly beautiful, priceless collection of earrings belonging to very wealthy women, quite possibly to Theodora as well. Here's the first pair of earrings, the second, here's the third pair, and then finally 2 more pairs on top of earrings. 5 pairs of earrings from the imperial family from Constantinople. Absolutely beautiful and absolutely rare and priceless. And here's a closer look of one of the pairs of earrings here. You can imagine Empress Theodora wearing these earrings when appearing in court and sitting next to her husband, Emperor Justinian. And here's a golden chain, quite possibly worn by Empress Theodora, around her neck, consisting of golden coins with the image of her husband Justinian. You can see 6 beautiful coins in perfect condition here. What a priceless piece. And here's a closer look of the neck ring worn by Theodora And here you can see the images on the gold coins of her husband Justinian. Absolutely spectacular. And next to the earrings we find this absolutely beautiful necklace, quite possibly belonging to the imperial family and to the same collection as the earrings. And you can see the two heads, the two lion heads on the bottom of the earring. What a beautiful specimen of Byzantine jewelry from the 5th or 6th century AD. And here from the same era you can see three beautiful rings, gold rings, and here's a bracelet in perfect condition and a pair of earrings. All these items here have religious significance. You can see the crosses on the bottom part, in the middle of the bottom part of the earrings, and also the religious figures here on the rings. And here's a closer look of the bracelet. So you can see the elaborate work and the beautiful details. Right there. And here's a beautiful gold medallion from the same era, depicting the Greek mythical hero of Hercules or Heracles, complete with a chain. Right there, absolutely priceless. And here's a close-up look of this beautiful medallion. You can see Hercules right in the middle, right there. And look at the detail. Spectacular. And here's a beautiful, outstanding cross from the same era, Byzantine cross, 4th or 5th century AD. And look at the detail. Now this cross is about 8 centimeters in height by 5 centimeters in width. So it's pretty big. But look at the detail. Absolutely beautiful, spectacular. And here's a set of pendants worn as part of a necklace. The one that you see on the right is a 5 centimeter disc depicting the three magi bringing gifts to infant Jesus. The one that you see on the left, the smaller one, was worn believing that it included healing powers. So if you wanted to get well, you would wear that pendant that you see on the left side. And here you can see a few more details from the disc pendant I just showed you. So you can see how elaborate and how beautiful it is and how detailed it is. Right there. And here we see two beautiful pieces of Byzantine jewelry, quite possibly from the 4th or 5th century AD. The piece on the left is from a necklace, and It has 5 precious stones or gems around it. The one on the right is part of a belt, and it depicts a lion hunt, and I hope you can see that right there in the center. Absolutely beautiful pieces, very, very rare and extremely precious, made out of 100% gold. And here you see 4 beautiful items from the 5th or 6th century AD from the Byzantine Empire. The 2 items on the left are rings bearing the signs or motifs or letters of families. The 3rd item, which is the 2nd item from the right side, is a wedding band or ring, a male wedding band. That's because of the size. Now, both men and women in the Byzantine Empire, once they got married, they wore golden rings. And this one carries the bust of a man and a woman with a cross. And the item on the right is a small case, golden case.